Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Don't mind Bear sleeping right there. Okay, today I wanted to talk about all the makeup I bought because I got sucked into packaging. That is a goal of mine this year, is to not get sucked into packaging. So I want to talk about the ones that did, and hopefully I can learn from this lesson. And there's a couple examples that'll, I hope, to look back on and remind myself. So let's start with the one that I have two of. Yes, I have two of the same thing, but that's only because one is the Clay Play Volume 1 and one is Volume 2. I don't even know which one's which. They don't really tell you. But it's because, this is going to be hard with the mirrors. I just don't want it to reflect. But this one I believe is Volume 2. And then this one is Volume 1. So they are different, but it's because look how compact this is, and it's pretty much a full face, especially Volume 2 with the Volume 2 is the one with the blush. Now the reason I didn't declutter one, because I was tempted to do that, is you can actually I might try a different angle and show you, but you can pop these eyeshadows out and I could mix and match because these are actually magnetic. So let's change up the view and I will show you that. Okay, this is the best I could do. I think I need to buy a different tripod. I tried angle it so you couldn't see the mirrors so they weren't reflecting back at you, but this is Volume 2 and this is Volume 2, this is Volume 1. And I'm going to give an example because let's say like this shadow, it has a weird pinky undertone. I don't like that one very much, but I love the natural ones in this one. So this isn't going to work. I can try with my fingernail. I have two other tools. Don't even care about the product lost because not worth repressing. Maybe I won't even switch them out. I'll just show you that it can come out. Because I learned this, and when I shared it in a group I was in, a lot of people didn't even know that you could do that. There we go. See, tweezers are definitely the way to go. Could, in theory, mix and match all of these. And that's why, that is another reason why I bought these, or bought both, for the packaging, because it's multitasking. Yeah. I definitely got suckered in to that. So to follow the trend of multitasking palettes that I got suckered into buying because of the packaging, look at how beautiful this is. So this is the It Girl Beauty Book. This is from 2018 and I'm pretty proud of myself because I almost bought 2019 and I almost bought 2020, but I haven't even used this all the way yet. I've used the concealer pots once. There's no mirror yet. I've used the concealer pots once. Having used the setting powder. Oh, I guess I have used the setting powder. I can see that the It Bye Bye's logo is coming off. Having used the bronzer. And then on the inside, I've used the cream lipsticks, not the blush and not the highlighter. And then on the other side here, we can fold away. I've used the brow powder once because I wanted to see if it was a match for me. But multitasking palettes are my weakness. They really, really are. Especially one that says pretty and shiny as this one. It's even to the point where I'm afraid of using it because like this gem right here is coming off. And it shouldn't be like that. I should enjoy using this. If I can get to the point where I can use this, I would definitely reuse the packaging. I would put color correctors in here, cream ones instead of like the lipsticks. And I would, you know, because I've gotten pretty good at depotting eyeshadows and products into other things like this. So this would be something I could definitely see myself reusing. I just have to get myself to use it first. And then on the It Girl train, here's another really pretty one. This one's the It Girl. I think this is volume 1 or 2. I don't even remember which volume it is. I honestly bought it because it's so shiny. And then there's no mirror, but it's reflective on the inside. So there's a blush and 2 little like quads and then the base colors. And I've used them. There's a lot of usage in this one right here. I can definitely pan this really fast. So maybe I should put this in a pan that palette. But I don't like that blush is way too bright. I could probably use the top half, but once it gets into that bright pink, like, let me see. Like that's just, it's too much. I like subtle blush. So maybe I should do that, because I could reuse the packaging, or I can just keep it. Like once I get my remodel done, maybe I can find a way to display some of this stuff as I use it up. But yeah, definitely got suckered into the glitteriness of this one. Another one that I got sucked into because it's multitasking is my Woosh Beauty palette. Now this one, it's not crazy decorative or anything, but this is one of the first multitasking palettes I bought. And I just love how it's a very basic everyday face. I use this one when I'm traveling because I usually don't take the time to do crazy eye looks. I just do everything else. So it has cream foundation, which matches pretty good, but I usually bring another foundation and then use this more as a concealer, and then I'll mix both if I need to. It's got 2 blushes, bronzer, setting powder, and then that bronzer I love, which is this one right here. This is my favorite bronzer. And then it has 2 powder foundations, 2 cream foundations, and then a very simple eye look. The only downside is this shimmer for the eyes is not very shimmery. It's not very shimmery. I use the highlighter as my eyeshadow on my eyes, which is, it's a bigger pan, so that's fine. But this is definitely a palette I could picture myself constantly buying. I think I would get a shade down. This one is number 2 medium, and the only reason I think I would need shade 1, especially now that I work from home and the little color that I have is gone. The 2 darker shades of complexion for concealer or cream foundation and powder, those are dark for me now. They used to mix well. I don't know if you heard that, but my dog burped. I've never heard a dog burp as much as my husky does. I don't understand why. But yeah, I would get the next shade down next time. And then here's a non-makeup item, but it's makeup tools, but I also bought because of the packaging. I love Frida Kahlo. I love her. I even have an eyeshadow palette that was gifted to me because I love Frida Kahlo. But I bought this because it came with brushes. And it says Frida Kahlo, and then it says Ulta. It was an Ulta exclusive last year. I think it was last year. But it says Frida Kahlo, and then it says Ulta. And they're really nice quality brushes. But have I used them yet? No, because I'm waiting to wear out my other brushes. But I got them on clearance. I had been eyeing them. There was a couple things in that whole line I was eyeing, and this is the only thing I bought. So I'm pretty proud of myself in that regards. I really wanted the brow duo, but they never came back in stock. Even on the website it was out of stock, and it came with a bunch of other things, but this was the main thing I wanted. So I'm happy I got it, and I got it at a really good discount. Okay, now it's the thing that I have multiples of as well. Aren't they so cool? So I got these 2 because I'm Hispanic, and what Hispanic does not like avocado and chili? That's why I bought them, especially the chili one. I mean, I love green eyeshadow, and I have used this palette a few times. I mean, I should do a look with this, but it's awesome. I love it. But did I need all these greens? Probably not, because there's 2 that I would use 100%. Oh, I didn't realize I did something to this one. So this shade Brunch, I'll have to look online, but I don't think that's the original color. I might have depotted that out. Oh, I think it had a shimmery blue, and it didn't make sense to me why there was so many blue shades in an avocado palette, because here's another blue right here. And so I took it out. Yeah, I remember there was a blue. So I just put a cream color. But I took that out. This one was 100% for the packaging because it's a red toned palette. I don't use a lot of red tones, but I did try and depot some and then I dropped it. So it needs to be cleaned up. And some of these shades are not the originals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are not from the original palette, which tells you how much I literally bought this for the packaging, because there's a lot of shades in here I took out, probably 7. And then one of them broke, and then one of them, I think it broke and I repressed it, and the other one just fell out. And then this, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. So, yeah. The black that broke fell into this one, so that's a mess. I'll have to clean this up probably after this video and then take out the colors that I don't want anymore, and then, yeah. I literally bought this for the packaging because I'm pretty good at deconstructing palettes. I'll show you, one second. If you've seen my inventory videos, I have the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, but I don't have them in here because I turned this into a Z palette. I took the inside out and I stuck in a magnetic sheet, and now it's a magnetic palette. So my thought process was to keep the shadows I like, the few that I liked from this palette, and turn it into a magnetic palette because it's Chili's and I'm Mexican. That was my thought process on this. Was that worth $15 to do that because I have to buy supplies to make it into a Z palette? I don't know, but I did it. And then I bought this one 50% because of the packaging, because I don't drink coffee. At least I don't drink caffeinated coffee. I'll drink decaf stuff. But I liked the color story too, but it was half because it looked like a little Starbucks cup. And look at that color story. There's actually someone in one of the panning groups I'm in that's using this as their pan that palette, and they hit pan really fast on one shade. Like within the month they had hit pan. So that makes me nervous about palettes that I actually like. But maybe I should challenge myself once I clean this up to actually use up this palette. There's so many I could do projects in, but I just haven't put eyeshadows into, like palettes at least, into projects yet because I'm kind of scared to. Okay, now here's some it's because of the packaging, but it's not because of the packaging. It's because they were limited edition. I am a sucker for limited edition packaging. Like, I don't know why. And then once I buy them, I'm afraid to use them because they're limited edition. It's a thing. I don't know why. But this is the Wet n Wild Halloween eyeshadows from 2019, I think. And they're sealed. I've never opened them. This one's in Coffin Break. So you can see, it doesn't show because of the plastic and the reflection of the camera, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmers. So this would be a pretty good everyday palette. But have I opened it? No. This one is the Halloween one in Dragon Scales, and I bought this for that green, and because it said Dragon Scales, and because it's limited edition. It's so bad. And I have so many greens. Especially, I have greens in here. So, yeah. And then the last one I bought, and I bought this one, and I got a different one for Christmas because of the packaging. Not this exact one for Christmas, but a Friends one. Like, who is a Friends fan? I would love to do this one in a project. Maybe do a Friends themed project. If you're a Friends fan and you're a panner and you would like that, let me know and let's start that because that would be amazing. So let me get the plastic off because I haven't even taken the plastic off of this. Oh, I have my scissors right here. That way I can show you the colors without the reflection of the plastic. And I know these are probably powdery, which means they can be used up fast, but then I'll just keep the packaging because if I bought it for the packaging, I'm gonna keep the packaging. So let's go over the names. Paper Snow Ghost, Holiday Armadillo, 15 Yemen, Princess Consuela, Salmon Skin Roll, Big Fat Goalie. Oh, Big Fat Goalie. Poor Monica. Oh my god. My Sandwich, which is actually a shade in the other palette that I have, but I didn't purchase it, so that's why it's not in this video. I got off the plane. Ugh, Rachel. Dr. Drake Ramore. Orange Couch, which I love that it's an orange shade, and then Transponster. So, I love the packaging. I love the names of the shades. Like, that's why I bought this, and I got it at a discount. It says it's retailing for almost $17, and I know I got it for a discount. So that's usually my second reason. I like the packaging and it's on sale. Heck yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Or at least before I did my low buy, would I buy it? And that's everything. Yeah, I got really suckered into some of these, and I've been tempted by so many others, especially when I really wanted to buy the one that came after this had the same look, just different color. And then the one last year, I liked the color story better, but the packaging was eh. And then I talked myself out of it because I still have this one. So, I mean, and there's so many more of these. I could, if I bought these right at the end of my, like, trying to stop buying mentality, if I had bought these earlier on, I would have gotten all of them. Whether or not I liked the color story, and then I would have taped them onto my wall, and it would have been my background. Like, that's what I would have done back then. Yeah. That's everything. Yeah. So if you have a video like this, I don't know who started this trend. It was an idea I had when I was reorganizing my stuff, and I seen tons of videos on YouTube. I'd love to know who started this so I can give them credit. But if you have a video like this, or if you'd like to do a video like this, definitely tell me and I will watch, because I'd love to see if anybody has the same things as I do, or at least like one of the things I do, just because, I don't know, when someone has what I have, I'm like, yay, you know? So yeah, I'm not doing that in 2021. That is my goal, and I've been tempted a few times, and so far so good. So here's to keeping to my goal and not getting it suckered in by packaging. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe if you're into low buy content, because that is my goal this year, is to not buy crazy amounts. I have a whole video on my rules and stuff. I'll link that below and I'll put it up above. And you can also follow me on Instagram. It's the same name as on here, Amy Jo Penning and More. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!